It was at this point that both the Faces boys knew, Muhammad and Tyron, that this was going to be another exceptional episode for the Faces talk show series. Welcome back, everyone. We're so sorry that it took us such a long time to produce such an awesome episode, but you're still here, watching, checking us out, supporting, and we love you for that. Go ahead and like, subscribe, tap that notification bell, and follow us at _XXFacesXX_. And we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So without further ado, hold up. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Top of the morning.
Hey, what's shaking, y'all? Long time no see.
What the hell? Where are we, Muhammad?
Hey, it's freaking sister.
It's a whole different,
you know,
a whole new world.
Fantastic point of view.
You know what I'm saying? I'm over here with my James Gordon. No,
Not the James Gordon.
no, what is his name? Jeff Gordon?
Jeff Gordon.
One of the Gordons.
Hold it down.
Little Gordon coffee cup.
Oh my
Anybody
God.
want some coffee?
Hey,
want
hey,
a coffee?
hey.
Want a coffee?
Shout out to everyone that's tuned in right now, yo. We are live from Cincinnati, Ohio. It is Wednesday, 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, September 22nd, 2021. My name is Muhammad.
My name is Tyron. And gosh darn it,
We are
in the cut, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome back.
Welcome, mother pheasants.
Oh my
Welcome back to the space. My God, we have missed you.
Oh man, what
It's good to see all of your beautiful faces.
So
if
good.
I can imagine you, if I can imagine you in front of us right now, you have such gleeful presence about you. You're glowing, you're shining, you're irradiating greatness. Just
Iconic.
as much as we want to strive for greatness in our lives,
Iconic.
being hosts for you on this here Faces platform.
Coming.
Yeah. Wait. I thought you said something else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
No,
But
man.
you know, honestly, Muhammad.
Break it down.
I think it's time for a homie check. Yeah, a homie check. Homie check. How are you, T-Money Tuesday? How you feel? How you start our breaths first?
Muhammad,
Oh, Tyron.
I'm doing all right this evening. You know what I'm saying? It's been a very dreary, very dark, very gray day.
Rainy.
Most of the times I wouldn't feel these vibes, but I love it when it rains because it brings out the colorful pop in the flowers. It makes it like really stand out amongst all the other foliage that I see in the world. And all the colors are just so vivid whenever it's raining for me personally. Whenever I don't know if you see.
Definitely.
And because of that, I can't let the world's mood affect me internally. I gotta look at it from an optimistic point of view.
Absolutely.
And honestly, man, just a lot of breathing as of late, a lot of like coming into my center, a lot of like trying to stay grounded in my life, and just keeping a positive mindset in my mind because we running.
Yeah. We running a marathon right now.
We running, man. And,
Oh my God.
within that, it's important that we pace those breaths, you know what I'm saying? And we like really take in what's around us while we run, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Taking the road, taking the asphalt, taking the grass.
Like, don't miss it, you know? You know
like
what I
James
mean?
Blake, man. Don't miss it. But
Can't believe
if I was to
flow.
Scottie Pittman, you know what I'm
Thank you,
saying?
bro.
You know, John Stockton pass it on to you for the average. Let me check in what's good with you.
Man, I've been feeling immaculate. Like, it's exhausting. honestly, man, it's been a lot of back-to-back, specifically this past few weeks. But gosh, yo, like, alhamdulillah, at its core, like, I'm so grateful. I wrote on Twitter the other day, I was like, 23 is like waking up every single day to a negative bank account and then making that amount back and some, and waking up the next day with another negative. And it's like, you're really stripped away from all of, we have been stripped away from like our possessions, our home field advantage. And for me, man, a lot of this journey has been just like reconnecting with God at its core and trying to find that like otherworldly inspiration to bring into this work, and to not filter the work we do in Faces to be gimmicky, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's levity, there's comedy, but there's the truth that we're trying to tap into. I'm trying to tap into, and I feel grateful to be on a journey, yo. It's the scariest parts of my life right now, but like, glad I'm out here with you, my G.
Hey.
That's all.
Hey,
God.
and that's on. Hey,
That's on
back
God.
against the wall, never back against the wall, never count on y'all, always count on God. He's the miracles all
You know what I mean? Like, for real though, like.
Hey man, I just want to say, man, if you're not listening to the
The
Donda,
album, like, respectfully.
I do not care about no certified lover boy when Donda is out there.
Oh man.
Yeah, let me just reserve myself
Yeah,
because
you're
I'm
like,
just like,
it's
shit.
about to turn into the flashback of the how you feel about Whole Lotta Red. No man, but it's been wonderful, man. Also, I've been feeling incredible because all this incredible music and art that's like, there's a crazy resurgence right now, man.
Crazy resurgence of like storytelling in different platforms, whether that be podcasts, commercials, whether that be, you know, in films and stuff like that.
That's
like
how they meld. Like,
yeah.
Film stuff, like music videos are looking like short films.
Yeah.
Short films are looking like, I don't know, it's like art exhibits.
We're making,
I don't know.
oh no, that's kind of crazy. It was about making America great again. We're making American music videos great again.
We're making
but like also real, like music videos used to be so intricate because that's what the majority of the consumption was as far as like television, watching like your favorite artists on TV and watching how their personality unfolds with their music videos. And we're seeing a lot of that with some of the newer artists that are coming out nowadays, and it's very exciting because, you know, not saying that people haven't been paying a lot of attention to music videos, but as far as the context and like the content that they put out there, given the fact that social media is so huge, you got TikTok, Instagram, things of that nature, people are wanting to like create like something new, something that's cool, something that grabs people's attention off the first glance. And with that training, like a lot of these music videos are starting to become like so like cinematic masterpieces, but only in 5 minutes type beat. And I'm just like, hey, you love to see it. You love to see it.
As you're consuming all this new art, and as you are experiencing this new wave of creativity from the external forces and from also within yourself as you're digging, like, what goals have you set for yourself? It could be artistically, it could be as a human being, while you're specifically here in Cincinnati. Like, in your time here in Cincinnati, what, like 4 months right now? Something like that?
It's been 4 months since we've been here in Cincinnati. And for me personally, it's just really tackling the human condition. Wow. Yeah, it's what we initially learned in high school with Mr. Techmansky. Shout out to Mr. Techmansky. And it just really all comes full circles. Really, it all comes full circle. He was touching a lot on what is the character's journey within and how he goes from being this person in the beginning that's at this comfortable setting and going throughout this whole journey of, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Having to deal with going through life, having all these equipment and things that you're ready for. You got your sword, you got your water, you got your first aid equipment, all that being taken away from your horse too, and you're just like left bare without anything, without any armor, just wandering the waste of the world, trying to get to this end goal. And that being the journey, that being the most difficult aspect of what you have to go through, but once you get to the end of that journey, you have to be changed. You have to be mature. You have to come into your own, whether that be conquering any anxiety, conquering like self-loathing because of like a bad decision that you made. And that's what I'm just trying to get better at telling.
It's like the nuances, like, because that's the core of what coming to this new space has been for me, is finding nuances within just like my love for this. Because it's like, I don't know, I don't want to say, like, of course there's still so much stories to be told, but it's just like broad stories I feel like I've seen it. Like stereotypical stories, I've seen it. And at its core for me, my time here in Cincinnati are for three things. First, it's to be comfortable being in any artistic space, no matter where it is. Whether it's Cincinnati, whether it's New York, whether it's the DMV, whether it's Chicago, whether it's Denver, Colorado, whether it's back to Houston now, not as a native Houstonian. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, like I want to be able to walk into any creative room and be confident with what I am truly bringing to the table, because I'm taking the time here right now to like put that shit to the test, yo. Like what can you actually do, Muhammad Kairisman, with no one watching? What can you do? What are you doing? What are you pushing to try to do? What are the stories you're trying to create? And who are the people you're trying to create it with? And also like whose stories you're trying to create. That's one. Be confident in a creative room. Two is just tapping in on the honesty of it all again. Because I feel like you have to learn the form, and you have to be able to find comfort in the form.
Whatever the formula is, the structure.
And then from there, break off of it. You have put some plot twists, put your own style, find your style within it. And
could you hold my mic? Scooby-Doo just fell.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you can't ever.
Hey,
ever.
The homie can't be lacking, y'all.
Ever.
Oh yeah. You can go ahead.
And then the third thing is honestly trying to find more people. Like at its core, I mean,
you trying to find more people? Who you trying to find?
I mean, I want to find people that think like us but aren't us. Like that is like the core sentence. People who think like us but are not us. Because Faces right now lives in two realms. Like independently because of who we are. Like we are actors in the space, specifically performance specialists.
Performance artists.
Like that's like the core, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen.
Tell him.
I got my degree in performance art.
Boom.
Like that's what I got my degree in.
Bachelor of Fine Arts.
If I'm being real with you.
Say about it.
But yeah, we come into this space, any space, as performance arts and storytellers to be able to perform in the most uncomfortable settings. Whether it be hot, cold, I got a stubbed toe. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here, malnourished. I haven't eaten anything during the day, but hey, I'm about to give you this fucking Big Beth monologue at 110%. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to give you this August Wilson. I'm about to give you that King Hedley monologue without delay. You know what I'm saying? That's what we care about. Like at the edge, like that's what we want. So when we are like looking and foreseeing anybody to come in the same space as us, we not only are looking for people to come correct, but also looking for people to like be able to and want to push the boundaries of what they are creating currently independently, and to add more fuel to like our fire as well.
Period.
We want people into the space. We want hella people. But I think most importantly, we're looking for people with different genres, with the same ideals that we have to come through.
Musicians, fashion designers,
graphic designers,
videographers, like people who are cinematographers,
like
at their
musicians.
Oh
like,
my gosh!
All of y'all, hit us up in the DMs.
Like, gaffers, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you, like, all I do is I like lighting up a room. Like, look at this.
If you're in the Cincinnati area or you're in the Houston area and you see us, like, maneuvering and working, like, of course, we always gonna reach out to you because, like, that's how it starts. Is us, like, opening up the lines of communication. But, like, please do not hesitate to, like, hit us up. Please. You know what I'm saying? Hit us up. Talk to us. DMs, email us. We got a whole email.
You know what I mean? Faces Network at Gmail. Faces Network 713 at gmail.com.
Hey, 713 is the home forever.
You know what I'm saying?
But I just want to let y'all know. Email, DM us, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, bruh. Like,
comment on our YouTube. Like, if you see something you like, you you say something you like, if you something you hate, if you're like, man, like I like the idea, but y'all's execution, I feel could have been better if you done X, Y, and Z.
Let's talk.
Like I would love that.
Let's talk.
Like we would love that. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Because at its core, Faces is like the mirror. Faces is the place where it's like, yo, come through as you are and bring all of yourself into the room, and then take a second and just like look at it. Look at yourself. Look at where you are. Look at where you want to. Think about where you want to be, and then like how can we, as a conglomerate, help individuals get to where they want to be and help push this forward? Because for me, Faces is a movement, man. Faces is a mentality. Like whether you are part of, quote unquote, part of Faces or not part of Faces, if you are out here creating independent, artistic work that is pushing for greater heights for what this industry can like provide for people,
For you,
then you are on that Faces mentality, period. Like respectfully. Like even if you're like, nah, fuck these Faces fools.
So at the end of the day, we looking for that slack. We looking for people who gonna come up in this space and know ass rappers. You know what I'm saying? No ass artists. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know right now. It's me, Tyron. It's Muhammad. Look, let me tell you what. I got my knees bent. I got my toes crusted right now. I don't give a shit about anything right now. I care about putting good art out there. Cause you know what I'm saying? Man, look, I don't even know what I'm talking about. All I know right now is that.
Come on, baby.
I care about the quality. I care about the quality of the water.
Yeah. And we're willing to do it whack to make it gas.
For real.
Like
we gotta try out everything, y'all. We gotta experiment. We gotta figure out what works and what don't work.
y'all seeing this in real time. You know, we're seeing this in real time.
So,
but that's like some of the goals.
like-minded individuals that share the same morals about how this art should be distributed and how it should affect people. Because initially, how Faces was created, both of us coming into this like internet realm, all of it being digitally and not being in person, face to face, like how we have been trained to do this stuff in theater.
Stages,
is
outdoor, large stages.
All of it was like created to purge people, to make people change their perspective after they watch a project, after they see like a production. Come out of that thing like with a new perspective of hating a character, of loving a character's arc because of the morals that they held on to and that they changed by the end of it. Like, it's that human condition that we recognize with, that we relate to as people, and that we want to drive forward. And if you're about that and you're a musician, or if you're about that and you're a director and you have an idea for something that you want to create, let us know, man. Put it out there. Put it on a Google Doc, bro. We got you. We'll go ahead and write something for you. That's what we do. We wanna support y'all. We wanna like. We are here supporting y'all. Like regardless.
You see the
of
love?
anything.
I can
Like,
still feel the love. Like, for
and
real.
that's all the aid. And also real, like that's just where we at.
That was the first lesson we learned on one of our first interviews with a guest, OG Pajama Sam. Biggest advice he gave us was to get love, you gotta show love.
Shout out to OG Pajama Sam.
Man, we hope only for the greatest, man. Shout out to Darian, OG Pajama Sam out of Houston, Texas.
A savant.
You know what I'm saying? And also, speaking of past guests, not to be that guy, but what Josh Allen said on his episode makes so much sense right now, not being in Houston anymore. Because he was just, like your 20s aren't gonna be what you thought they were going to be, but it's like you realize when you finally realize that you're living your life, you start living your life. And we're living our lives right now in real time. And I hope if you are out there scared to pursue and jump and take that leap, like just know that whether it's in small senses or it's in a drastic case, like keep pushing for the things that you care about and love, because if you take care of the things you love, the things you love will take care of you 1,000%.
1,300%, 550%.